Limblum was really all white when I went there. I mean, I would be the only black in my classes, you know. It's just that, my PE teachers were just, they just saw me as me and they thought I was good. So even though I was the only black gym leader, I won the posture contest and stuff. They just saw me, Miss Galloway, certain ones. They were ones that pushed me, to go to a higher level, even and just they'd almost like told me to ignore that stuff. I tried to, but it didn't work. I'm not gonna pretend that it worked. It didn't work. I didn't ignore that stuff, and I'll never forget I had to hike. So we all got together and we hiked up there to Marquette, right where King did his little thing. Mark, all around there was just horrible. They called me all kind of names, and I was, only black hiking with the rest of the Limblum students and stuff. I told myself, I'll never do this again. I'm not going to ignore this, and nobody bet not touch me. But it didn't make me happy. That's for sure. And I didn't come from the kind of family that put up with that kind of stuff. We lived on 61st and Bishop, and they would do things like hang up a mummy, a mannequin on the light pole by the house, because that was one of their blocks, that they had, and they didn't want us on it. Drive by had a shot in the middle of our window, you know. All kind of nonsense like that in the beginning in the 50s. I always say really 50s, 60s. I graduated from Copernicus at 57. It was rough. It was rough. It was rough walking to school, because I had to walk through their neighborhoods again, and they would be calling us all kind of names again. And then they would be fighting. Ashland wasn't nobody cross Ashland then. And they would fight in the middle of the street. You cross here, you cross here. Okay, we'll meet in the middle. Silly people fighting in the middle. It was horrible. By the time I did get with Phil Coran, right, I had experienced all of that kind of stuff. So for him to tell me to act like black is beautiful, hey, I was all for that. you know, I was definitely all for that. So I have no problem in telling anybody I've never been Martin Luther King. I've always been Malcolm X.